Actually made it in time. So yeah, was really annoying this thing that I had to drive now back for some time. I didn't even see where it starts there. Yeah, I mean I expected it. At the moment we really go always one by one. Like very soon we have a full tech and we have a full speed map again. It was kinda obvious that we will not get my best style today. It was something to be expected. I hope I can reach the one. Oh god, I slide out there. That's really unfortunate. I have the feeling compared to the other ice road maps that this one is more difficult, at least it feels. Like, why do I slide out there? Okay, I take this, and then I will go into this GPS. Ugh, I hate that. You never know. But I'm not sure if it's a good GPS. The other time almost got beaten. We will find out. He oversteers this corner. Yeah. Yeah, 39.4 already. But yeah, you really can't see the change from road to ice. You have to focus a lot on it. You have to know that it's there. Otherwise you have no chance to see that. But I mean, I knew that this is an ice map, so I expected it in my first try that there is the change. But I didn't see it. Because there are also these shadows. Halloween. Yeah, so wallbang is not the idea. Don't go right, that's the point to avoid wallbang, yeah. Damn. I mean, on most styles it would be probably easy on a day where there is World Cup to reach the front because of not so many players, but on an ice map might be difficult. So I got a decent run for my taste, but yeah, that's by far not enough. I have the feeling that many players already know the track. Like, that's so crazy that they already now tried 39, like what the fuck. I mean, ice is very basic. If you know how to do ice, you get a good run immediately here on such a map. Yeah, was on the Evo server. Oh! Huh. I didn't think it was a whole second faster. Look at the distance. Like, that one was out of... It came out of nowhere. Like, holy shit. How did I do that? I struggle to get close to that. I mean, it should be safe, that one. Even though the record time is now already a 38. Oh yeah. how would you save that? This map is all about exiting the ice lights very nice, so you get a good angle for the next one. Ah! I just changed my title and then I look into the chat. Fuck. Don't write anything, man. Can slide out there. Oh, it's already last try, wow. I'm still 17th, like I didn't drop at all. My PB, I'm so confused. Like, how did I do that? It came out of nowhere. Like, I was my second best time, and I had many good laps, good looking laps. My second best time is over 4/10 slower, and with 4/10 slower, it maybe wouldn't have been the one. I don't know. You have to check. You have to check where the cutoff is on this map. But I think with my second best time, it might have not worked out. So this is the big issue here. Exactly that slide out. I knew that I had now the problem. I knew that I will occur this problem. The question is, how can you save that? How can you save that? Like this, but it's super awful. The problem is that you are in the lower... When you go into this left turn in a lower gear, in second gear or something, and you do this turn, then comes the part where the turn goes downhill. And there, the car obviously gets more speed, and then you gear up, and then you slide out. And to not get over that speed in a downhill is super annoying, while staying in an ice slide though. And for an ice slide you need to accelerate. So yeah, that's not really nice. So yeah, let me check. I got 18th with a 0.7, and position 64 was... Oh, it would have been enough. 64th was only a 0.34, so there are huge gaps. Like from first to 64th, it's 1.4 seconds. It's quite a lot. Sadly, I don't feel really consistent enough on this track. Like, also not fast enough. Like, I don't see me driving my PB again. I have no idea how I did that PB. And then there were still some players, of course, faster, much faster. So, yeah. And the consistency is missing. I have to make sure that I always have the upper gear in this one corner, otherwise I come into big troubles. Like if I approach it like this, I'm fine. Then I enter it in the higher gear and I will not slide out. Then that's the easiest turn of the world. Like that's the thing with ice. If you approach it with the higher gear, it is the easiest turn ever because it's just impossible to slide out in it. But if you have the lower gear, it is like impossible to drive this corner. So that can be a bit annoying in ice. Like you already lost time so that you go into the lower gear, but then you lose such a big amount of time just because this turn is so punishing then. Losing the gear there, having the lower gear is worse than a crash somewhere. Like if you just touch a wall. .9. Boah, how do I wanna be spoiler free? I can't look into the stream chat and I can't look into the in-game chat because there will be anyone that will just say some results. It's like impossible to not get spoiled. Who will win World Cup? Asked Sassy. Yeah. Why do I even look? Okay, first round. Also no F1 spoilers, please, by the way. I'm actually 50th. This was the worst round ever. For the first time, I have a lower gear in the upper left slide already there. I get then the slide out immediately, and then it was difficult to get into the third gear until the next downhill, where it also didn't work out. Like, this map is punishing as hell. You really have to get the good gears. Then it's easy, the easiest map ever, but makes no fun if you know that you will slide out. But you can't really do anything against it. There's just no other line that works with the lower gear. Yeah, there was the upshift. And then it's easy. And I can just try through. Upshift. And this is fine. That almost would have been it. The first time that I get eliminated in the first round. It almost would have worked out. Like, technically I was already getting knocked out in the first round of a Cup of the Day. Literally in the third cup also that existed. But that was then just due to a bug, like I couldn't drive. There was... You respawned in the start, and then you respawned in the finish. Maybe you remember that. When the Cup of the Day started, we had several bugs. Like, I pressed the respawn button, I didn't even need to. I didn't even need to press it. But the thing is that I also had late starts. Like, in the first round of the Cup of the Days back then, many people had late starts. And I had the reflex to press the respawn button. Just to really have this, the standstill start, basically, again. And respawning put me into the finish. I respawned in the finish. So I think that I don't make it. I have to get slow. I mean, I'm not sure. Maybe I would have made it and did that for nothing now, but naja. Until now I'm in with this. But yeah, I respawned and then I respawned in the finish. And then I couldn't finish the run, of course. But yeah, if we don't take such Cup of the Days, then I didn't get knocked out in the first round yet. Almost would have happened. But I mean, there are also others with issues on this track, so it's not a big surprise. The rounds will be very close in the end, because if you keep the gears, then it will be tight. Oh, down on orange. Ah, he's in. Winner of yesterday, out. Man, nobody drew for 38 in this round. And also nobody drew for 39. If you understand what I mean. XD. Now that I'm alone in the voice chat, I can do these jokes. Because now there's nobody that can leave after them. There are some slides that you have to get into with the brake button in order to get a faster turn with the car. I think you have to do that in pretty much every corner. And this is one thing I don't usually do. When I play ice, I usually don't press the brake button to get faster into an ice slide. I should learn that, to do that more often. Usually I avoid it, but on this track you have to. Like, it's... You just don't get quick enough from a left into a right turn on this track if you never do that. F9 Poa! I remember when Lars was always in the same team with Elcon and Mika in Loud. Now Mika is in F9. Now I have the Ice God in my team. Perfect. Will this be another F9 victory? The second one within 3 days. 4 days. 4 days, I mean. You have this huge gap. I mean, with a clean run like this, I'm only 25th, 24th in the finish. But then you have, of course, the guys that had some issues with the gears, and they are then multiple seconds away immediately. Two Nixes out. Kuda Jinkrak as well, V-Logs. But some ice player names got eliminated. Yeah, 40 mid are my times. My seeding time is just crazy. Salmon, another ice player in red. Yeah, there are multiple drivers that are consistently driving faster than my seeding time. So there's not really anything possible. Even if they are consistently driving sub 40, it will not be possible to beat them at some point. Again, 40 mid. Huan! Go Huan. Last sector, snipe. No, he dropped behind. That's bad. Huan out, not top 32 as well. So no 2 trophies. But I have 2 trophies, cool. I was on orange in the start, but I had such an inside downhill that I drive a point 222. Or ATN for the second time in a row on orange position, and he knocks out a German driver, Laurentius. 40.3. Like, the consistency is crazy. ATN goes out. Sassy survives with plus 3 seconds, but I have to tell you, plus 3 seconds, if I lose the gear before the downhill left, I will lose that much time that I'm instantly over plus 3 seconds. This costs easily 2 seconds, I have the feeling. Even if you don't slide out, even if you avoid the slide out, but you will still lose so much. At least I will. That corner you can really nicely throw your car into. Oh, that was a close round, and down is out on 21st. But he probably gets the same amount of trophies than myself. Okay, that was, in theory, the most difficult round, because 4 knockouts, and we have a favorite out, Sestabby, and also Odgor, who was on my seeding server, is knocked out. And now there are only 2 knockouts, so now there is a bigger chance that even with a slower time, maybe there are 2 crashes. But I wouldn't bet on 4 crashes at this stage anymore. Because we have, of course, more experienced and more consistent ice players left. And this map is easy if you hold the gears. It's really only about the gears. And I see Symptom out and Heath. I drove a 40.14. Wow, not bad. That might be my second best time that I drove on this map, maybe. 4/10 behind my personal best. Hey, at least I managed to actually improve my my seating position. That was not obvious because my seating position was pretty good. But it was 17th, 18th, and we are lower now with the amount of players. Backwards finish. Evo Opale is out and Evo Geox. Yeah, 2 more rounds to survive. Then I would make it into the top 8. That would be a huge success. But those 2 rounds will be very difficult. It might be the round where you need a low 40 seconds time now. With a high chance for that to happen. Okay, yeah, this was not a round where you needed 40 low. Sad, because I drove it. Mika is out, but this is one of the drivers that would definitely be ahead of me in a normal round. I got it! Oh, I drove a 39 even, and you see I'm only 7th, it was very close ahead of me though. So if there shall be an F9 victory, then I have to do it. Mika's out. That is, by the way, maybe a personal record. I got now the 4th top 8 in a row. Yeah, that was a shit round, only 40.7. Most of my laps were faster than this, but it only needs one fuck up and I will come through with this. Only one guy that makes a mistake. This is the advantage of top 8. Uh-oh. Oh, I lost time in the end. That was only a 41 seconds time. I was not sure in the long left slide, in the first of the long left slides, I was not sure if I actually have the good gear or not. And I struggled a lot. Yeah. Only orange, but enough. Because Sassy was lucky in one round, I think that he is the big favorite to win today. And he also won the last map that we had on ice. The last ice map was also like this, Ice Road, and he won there. Richie was yesterday in the final and I was top 3. We are both in again. It's interesting. Do you remember my first round of the knockout? Looking at that, it's surprising that I'm in the top 4 now. This should be enough. It was a really good round. And Sassy is behind. This was needed! I beat in the correct moment. I can't believe. But how did Sassy win 3/10 in the last high slide? That was the perfect moment to PB. Oh my god. I was never close to my PB. No! He fucked up the end. I had a chance actually to get him. Oh. Damn, that's the third place within 4 days for me. And I was chanceless in this round. I was chanceless. But Tiger Shark fucked up the end. And I could have sniped him because of that. But yeah, this round was shit. Like, as I said, I'm not consistent enough on this. Sometimes I have a bad line and then it's difficult for me to not lose too much time with it, because the bad line just carries over. Okay, Tiger Shark, that's inside. Yeah, it's not the best angle. Richie has the advantage. Dude, Tiger Shark, yeah. I think though they both don't drive the fastest times. No, it's 39.7 actually, wow. Alright, GG Richie then. I mean, I would have knocked out Tiger Shark, I would have been in the final against Richie, and this is the time I would have needed to beat now. Doable, but unlikely. I think podium is already very good. Much more than I expected on ice, but the thing is, I was now 3 times on the podium, and when you come so far, you're so close. You're so close to win. Then you just hope, come on, somehow, yeah, maybe some free wins, maybe one more crash also. When you're so close, it's still always a bit unfortunate, a bit sad, but overall that I even came so far on this map. Like that was a big surprise. Yeah.